in case you didn't know, is sports team, sports jersey night, and many of us here are representing our favorite teams, or else whatever is in our closet, whichever we could, depending on what you have in your life. And we're going to do some sports-themed games as well during our service tonight, so stay tuned for that. Right now, the one thing we are going to ask Canterbury to do with both guitar and vocals is our opening song to set the mood for. We contemplated doing Ose Shalom to take me out to the ball game, but we decided not to do that. So I'll let you in on what Canterbury has decided to do right now.
Okay. No, I guess I'm just going to start with the one I introduced in the last few times.
That could work.
That could work. And hopefully, if you had been here before, you kind of start already to sing along with me. So it goes like this. It's really very appropriate. I love that one. It's good like this. I will build this world from a love. I da 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 da, ya da da da. Next line, and you must build, and you must build this world from a love. Da 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 da, da da da. Third one, and if we'll build this world from love, da 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 da. And the last line, then God will build this world from love. Da 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 da. So try to sing it with me. I will build this world from a love. Da 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 da. And you must build this world from a love. Da 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 da, ya da da da. And if we build this world from a love, da 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 da. Then God will build this world from a love. I da 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 da.
Great thought to start our service with and our Shabbat with. We're going to turn right now in our family-friendly booklets to page 3. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this first part of our service is going to be led by Ethan. So Ethan, come on up.
Yeah.
And let's see where we're going to put you.
Come here.
Okay.
Yeah, into the microphone. You're going to start with Lechon Ranana.
So yes, in case you're wondering, we're starting at the top of the page, Lechon Ranana, and then we'll sing Romamu also with Ethan as well.
And I'll help you out. So we're going to go. Okay, hold on. I'll start you off. And here you go.
Adonai Eloheinu V'Yishtahavu HaKadeshu V'Omemu Adonai Eloheinu V'Yishtahavu HaKadeshu Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu V'Yishtahavu HaKadeshu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu V'Yishtahavu HaKadeshu.
I believe. Wait a minute, Ethan, go back to where you were for a second. Go back to stand in front of the microphone, please. Okay, put your hands at your sides when you do that, right in front of the mic, and tell us what sports team are you representing tonight?
None. I'm representing my school, Stratford Road.
Stratford Road, great school. My son went there. A very good school. And congratulations. Great job tonight. Tov, tov, tov.
We'll call him up again for the show.
Yeah, Ethan will be back.
Yeah.
Right after this short prayer break. We're going to continue on page 4 with Lecha Dodi. Did we have somebody for Lecha Dodi?
No. Anyone, you know it well? Scott, so come up.
Right, we could do the thing. Yeah, Scott and I did a duet actually on the Friday night of his bar mitzvah. He did the chorus and he did the chorus and I did the verse. So, right. So yeah, we did it again.
You're
So
going to lead the chorus?
yeah, he's going to do the chorus
And we're gonna do
and we're
the
going to do the
verse.
verse together.
Sounds good.
Let's-
Hold on, I'll start you off. So. Go.
Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, B'nai b'nai Shabbat nikabelah.
Kabbalah.
Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, B'nai b'nai Shabbat nikabelah. La 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 lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, B'nai b'nai Shabbat nikabelah. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, B'nai b'nai Shabbat nikabelah.
שמור וזכור ודיבור אחד, ישמענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד, שמו אחד, לשנו לתפארת אלוהים, לה 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 לה.
Adodi, likrat likrat kala, B'nai b'nai Shabbat nikabelah. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, B'nai b'nai Shabbat nikabelah.
לקראת שבת לכו ולאובה, כי נגוע ברכה, מראש איגרת נסוכה, סוף מעשה למחשבה, לה 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 לה.
Adodi, likrat likrat kala, B'nai b'nai Shabbat nikabelah. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, B'nai b'nai Shabbat nikabelah.
If you're able to, please rise, turn around and face the entrance to our worship space. Imagine the Shabbat bride is coming through the door. We're going to greet her and also show her what teams we're representing tonight. Believe Shalom at the bottom.
בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, טוב אמונה אך סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה.
Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, B'nai b'nai Shabbat nikabelah. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, Panay, panay, Shabbat, Nakabil, la 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 la, Hada-dee, Lick-rat, kala. Panay, panay, Shabbat, Nakabil, la Hada-dee, Lick-rat, kala. Panay, panay, Shabbat, Nakabil.
Tov, Tov, Tov. So, Scott, before you sit down temporarily, of course, everybody else can sit down permanently, by the way, until I ask you to stand up again. Show us what team you're representing.
The Cowboys.
Cowboys. How'd you come by the Cowboys?
Just to go against my dad.
Okay. Right. Yeah. And that's gonna happen more and more in the next few years, as you probably know. So yeah. Okay.
My uncle also likes the team.
Okay. Great. Go Cowboys. Except, oops, they're not in the Super Bowl, are they?
Not at all. Hopefully the Rams win. Bengals. Wrong.
Okay. It's gonna be a fun night in the Eckstein household. Let's go now to page 5. Page 5 of Mizmor Shir.
Mizmor Shir, Shir leyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir, Shir leyom HaShabbat. One more time. Mizmor Shir, Shir leyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir, Shir leyom HaShabbat. The whole world is waiting to sing the song of Shabbat. The whole world is waiting to sing the song of Shabbat. And I am also waiting to sing the song of Shabbat. The mountains and the valleys sing a song of Shabbat. The flowers in the trees sing a song of Shabbat. The stars in the sky sing a song of Shabbat. The angels in heaven sing a song of Shabbat. And I am also waiting to sing the song of Shabbat. Back to the Hebrew. Mizmor Shir, Shir leyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir, Shir leyom HaShabbat.
We're going to take a little break for our first game, and this game is a very simple game. I'm going to read names of Jewish athletes. When you know what sport they played, raise your hand. Okay, so again, I'm going to read the names of Jewish athletes, one at a time. If you know which sport they played, and I'll go from hardest to easiest, at least what I think is hardest to easiest. In the case of one sport, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just reading random names, but at least I'm honest, right? And we'll see how we do. Okay, so our first sport name, Benny Friedman, Arnold Horween, Ralph Horween. Not yet. Okay, it'd be Sid Youngelman. Okay, make it a little easier here. Maybe not much easier. Ron Mix. No, just same sport. Ron Mix. Bill Goldberg. Nope. Good guess though. Okay. That's too easy. Okay, let's see. Greg Camarillo. David Blum. Okay, now I'm going to help you a little bit. Sid Luckman. Who said football? Eric. Right. Sid Luckman, football. And for extra points, can anybody name any other Jewish football players? Jewish football players. Anybody else can name any other famous Jewish football players? Scott. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now, OJ, not Jewish, although there is an OJ Jewish connection, but we're not going to get too deep into that. Okay, just examples people you might have heard of recently. Julian Edelman, right, from the former Patriots. Again, I know very little about football, but that's the only other name on the list that Allie Sherman, if you're from that generation. Allie Sherman played for the Giants, I believe. I don't know, I could keep going, but I think we'll just switch sports instead. Okay, so I think we have 1 point for Eric and really like no points for anybody else yet, but hope springs eternal when we move on to our next sport. I know at least one person I expect to get some serious points in this. Well, actually, not this one. Let's see. All right, here's another list of people. Bob Plager, Eric Nystrom, Larry Zeidel, Jason Demers, Steve Dubinsky. Hockey! Joyce got it, hockey. I don't. Yeah, Nystrom, of course, people who are New York fans know the name Nystrom. Both Eric and Bob were both Jewish. Any other names you can remember? Any other names that you're familiar with, Jewish hockey players? Okay. Just so happens there are several really prominent, I'm not a hockey fan at all these days, but names of people that are in the NHL now that are actually pretty good. Zach Hyman, Jack Hughes, Quinn Hughes, Jason Zucker, Adam Fox, and Josh Ho Sang are all Jewish. Probably didn't know that. All right, we're going to do one more. I think you'll do better in this one. Maybe, hopefully, probably. You can't guess before. You can't guess before I read the names, or else I'm going to have to switch out the names if you can't get it out. Okay. Well, no, because now I've got to switch. And I'm going to switch. Okay. All right. I'll make this one. It should be a little bit easier, I think. Maybe I will see. Okay. Carrie Strug, Agnes Coletti, Dara Torres. Well, gymnastics is a subcategory. Lenny Kraselberg. Okay, Olympics is also a subcategory, but you're getting very close. Sue Bird, Gal Friedman. No, I think we were gymnastics, Olympics, then there's one more category above that. Or maybe one more category below it. These are gold medalists, it's true. When was the Olympics? What season of the year? Okay, these are Jewish Summer Olympians. Anybody else want to add anybody to the Summer Olympians list? Okay, hold on to that because we will get there. Okay, so people you might recognize from ancient history, Mark Spitz, right? From recent history, a Jewish gold medal winner in 2020, Alex Kleinman. You might also recognize, again, I read some of the names of Lenny Kraselberg, Sue Bird, Jason Lezak, all Jewish gold medal Summer Olympians. We'll continue with this less than successful experiment. Now, I totally blame the audience for this, really. I guess all the sports nerds are at home, but although I know that's not true looking out there. So again, we have a couple more sports to go, so we'll see how we do with those. Right now, though, we're going to go back to our service. You can. I'm gonna call up Melissa. Yeah, we can not only pray for the usual things that we pray for during the Shabbat service, we can also pray for a sudden infusion of sports knowledge before the next round. We're going to turn now to Baruch Hu, which is on page 6, and I believe, is it Alyssa leading Baruch Hu? Is that possible? It is Alyssa. If you're able to, please rise.
Good. Get close to the mic. Okay, get closer to the mic. I'll start you off. Hold on. Wait, we start with the la la la. Go.
Alyssa, don't go yet. So tell us, what team are you representing tonight?
The Yankees.
The Yankees. Okay, a Yankee fan in our midst. Right, yeah. There's a surprising number of Yankee fans in our congregation. I assume when I came here that we'd all be Mets fans, but there is many Yankees fans here for many reasons. All right, well, go. I never thought I'd say this, but because I like you so much, go Yankees. Dove. Have a seat, everybody. So we're going to do something. A lot of times in sports, at a game, if there are cheers, that sometimes the cheerleaders lead, and then the audience, right, the crowd responds, right? So we're going to do the Jewish version of that, and do a little bit of responsive leading and reading at the bottom of page 7. So when you see a gap, a big white space, that means that we're switching, and it'll be first me, then you. God, you have always loved the Jewish people. We are so grateful for this gift that we study your laws every day. These laws help us to be better people every day and to live a good life. That's why we study Torah all the time. Praised are you, Adonai, who loves Israel, the Jewish people. Let's go now to the next page, page 8, for Shema and Ve'ahavta. I think we have a couple people leading Shema and Ve'ahavta tonight, so come on up.
So we're going to call Evan and Melissa for the Shema.
Ethan and Alyssa.
Ethan
Ethan
and
and
Alyssa for the
Okay.
Shema, and Scott and Andrew will do the Ve'ahavta.
Okay.
Sounds good? Okay, go stand right there. Hold on, I'll start you off. Shall we call them up already? Or not yet? Okay. Okay. So I'll start you off. We're going to do the both melodies first, Shema, and then the new one. Go. Shema.
Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad.
Good. Second melody. Here you go.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Tov. Great job, guys.
Go.
Okay, we're going to now call up our elder statesmen of the evening, Scott and Andrew, who will lead us in Ve'ahavta on the same page.
Does the mic get you? Make sure that the mic gets you.
Okay.
Okay, that should work. Ready?
Ready, go.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadarim ha'eleh asher Anochi mitzavecha hayom halevavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibart bam בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וכשאתם לראות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Tov. Thank you guys very much. By the way, Andrew, are you representing a sports team or something else tonight?
No, I'm representing one of my high school clubs.
Okay, which high school club are you representing?
Met Monk from the POE JFK.
Okay, so can you say it's Met what?
Met Monk.
What, and Met Monk is what, for those of us who are not in high school?
I don't know how to describe it. It's like one of the clubs that we have.
Okay. Well, Model UN, okay. That's right, Model United Nations, okay. Are you representing a particular country this year?
What?
Are you representing a particular country this year?
I think I'm doing Canada, but however I think they had just postponed the conference from December. I think all the way to May. Or June.
Well, that's okay. The Canadian truck drivers are messing everything up anyway, so you're better off till May. Maybe they'll stop striking and blocking the traffic and blocking the border. We're going to go to Mi Chamocha, which I believe is on page 12. Might be 11. Yeah, that's I write the book. I believe Alyssa was leading Mi Chamocha, right?
Yeah.
Come on up, Alyssa. Please join her.
La la la, girl, start you. Get close to the mic as much as possible. Here you go.
Tov Alyssa. If you'll turn to page 13, you guys did so well with our first reading. Let's do the Hashkivenu the same way. I'll begin, and please respond when I'm done. When we go to bed tonight, Adonai, help us to lie down in peace. Spread over us your sheltering peace. Steer us in the right direction with your wisdom. From enemies, from sickness, from war, from hunger, and from sadness. Protect us by helping us feel that you are with us all the time. Keep us safe wherever we go and on the way back. Praised are you, Adonai, who spreads out your protecting presence like a sukkah. Amen. Okay, whether you like it or not, I have round two of our game. It's only two sports this time. So here's the first list again. First person to guess which sport it is, including season. Please let me know. And if anybody can name additional people on our list or who should be on our list, extra points for that. Right now, if anybody's keeping score besides me, which I doubt, the Ecksteins are running away with it. Yay. Here we go. Let me just stand under a light. That's easier. Ilya Averbach, Sarah Hughes, Irina Slutskaya. Who said ice skating? Yes, ice skating. And who said Winter Olympics? Okay. Okay, I'll give Marilyn a half a point for ice skating, because that's true for some of those people. And as Steve suggested, that's all part of the Winter Olympics. So, okay, so somebody besides Eckstein breaks through. Anybody want to add anybody else who should be at my Winter Olympics list? Jewish, yes. Yeah, Tara Lipinski. I didn't see her on the list, but maybe. I only went back to, I didn't go back that far, so you're probably right, I'm sure. Yeah.
What about Sasha Cohen?
Sasha Cohen is on my list, yes. We didn't get that far, but Sasha Cohen is on my list, yes. Yeah, okay, yes, point for Carly. Point for Marty, and point and a half for Marty and Marilyn. Just other people on my list besides Sasha Cohen, just from the 2000 to now. Steve Messler, Simon Schnapier, Jason Brown, and Ariel Gold. Okay, last one. Here, my last list and my longest list. Actually, not my longest list. I tried to curate this so it would go really from hard to easy, but we'll see how that goes with this one. Okay. Lipman Pike. Mo Berg. Of course. Was Barbara going to get it? I don't know. I was really sitting at the edge of my chair. See if Barbara would get it. I managed to get to the second name before she got it. I was really scared you'd get Lipman Pike. One of the first Jewish professional baseball players, and one of the several Jewish baseball players who's named after a fish. Anybody else want to add any Jewish baseball players? Sandy Koufax. Just take a point for every person you can name. Sandy Koufax. Hank Greenberg, my mom's hero. Who? Rod Carew. No points for Rod Carew. In spite of what Adam Sandler tells you, his wife was Jewish. They raised their kids Jewish, but he never officially converted. Sandy Koufax. Yes, take a point for Sandy Koufax if nobody already got that one. Or take a half a point. Cal Abrams is great. You can have 2 points for that one. That's pretty obscure. Anybody else? Jewish baseball players?
Rabbi, I have a bonus.
Sure.
I think I know a basketball player, Stoudemire, I believe.
Yes, Amari Stoudemire actually converted to Judaism. He's now living as an Orthodox Jew. It's a truly an amazing story. And if I did the NBA, I didn't bother doing the NBA because, frankly, there's been very few NBA players who are Jewish. Been a few. I can give you a few names right now, but very few. But Amari Stoudemire, though he wasn't Jewish when he played in the NBA, he went to play basketball in Israel. He became really interested in Judaism, and here he is. You can see him in a black hat and a black coat. It's amazing. It's an amazing story. Other people on my list, just as random people I picked, Lou Boudreau, probably didn't know he was Jewish. Bo Belinsky, some of us remember Bo Belinsky. Ron Broomberg, if you're a Mets fan, a Yankees fan, if I remember him. Sean Green, for you Mets fans. And in recently retired, Ryan Braun. In the current Major League players, Max Fried and Alex Bregman, among others. There's quite a few others as well. And if you want NBA, I can't get much past George Mikan, Omri Caspi, and now Amari Stoudemire. There's a couple others, but I'm sorry, Dolph Shays. Sorry, not George Mikan. Dolph Shays. Dolph Shays was Jewish. At least that's what they tell me. Right. So I'm sure there have been a few other Jewish NBA players, but I can't think of any. Sue Bird, yes. Larry Bird, no. So, they're not birds of a feather. I could go on like this all night, but I think we'd be better off going back to Vishamru. Do we have somebody leading Vishamru?
Maybe, Scott, do you know Vishamru? Vishamru, you know it?
Okay. So Vishamru's on page 14, in case anybody needs to look for it. And if you're able to, once again, please rise.
Yep.
Do you know the Vishamru? Do you know also the parts in between or no? Okay, let's try.
I'll try.
Vishamru.
B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasod et HaShabbat Ledoretam Berit Olam V'shamru B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasod et HaShabbat Ledoretam Berit Olam B'nai Yisrael Oti Leolam Oti Leolam V'shamru B'nai Yisrael et השבת, לעשות השבת, לדור את ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדור את ברית עולם. ביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדור את ברית עולם.
Tov, tov, tov again. Thank you.
Good. טוב, טוב, טוב.
We're going to move over to page 15 and Chadzi Kaddish.
אוקיי.
What I think, Canterbury, you're going to just have to do yourself.
אוקיי. אוקיי. יתגדל ויתקדש שם רבה בעלמא דבחירותה וימליך מלכותה בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו אמן יש מרבה מבורך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמא דקדושה בריחוד לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירנה בעלמא ויאמרו אמן.
A very important part of our Friday evening service, and any evening service especially, is our quiet time for prayer, the Amidah. You can find the Amidah, pages 16 through 22. I'll give you my usual suggestions. You can pray the traditional words of the Amidah. They are all there. You can also use the transliteration to help you if you'd like. You can take advantage of the English translation as well and pray in English. Or, these are really all and/ors, you can also add words of prayer from your heart. Those are always words that are well received by God. Pages 16 through 22. Tov, Tov, Tov. To everybody who has led tonight. This has been a really wonderful display of how really well our young PJCers can lead the service. I'm going to go to page 24, Kaddish Shalem.
אוקיי. יתגדל ויתקדש שם רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותה וימליך מלכותה, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריבים הוא אמן. יש מרבה מבורך, לעלם ולעל מעל מאיה, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמדי קדושה בריחו, לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא וימרו אמן. תתקבל צלותיהון ובאותיהון דכל ישראל, קדם אבון דבשמיא וימרו אמן. יש לומר רבה מן שמיא, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו amen.
Okay, so for our second sports team related game, I've selected some biblical verses, some verses from the Bible that contain names of animals. Your job is to identify what sports teams are named after these animals. There's not always one for every animal. There could be more than one for one animal. If you're interested in scoring points for anybody that gets a sports team nickname related to one of these animals. And I'll try to underscore for you which animals we're talking about. They don't have to be exact matches, by the way, just in the general category. So, from the book of Job, who teaches us more than he teaches the beasts of the earth, and makes us wiser than the birds in the sky. Birds in the sky. Any team nicknames that correspond to birds? Eagles, Cardinals, Ravens, Seahawks, Orioles. Very good. Padres? I don't think so. I think Padres are actually named for Christian clergy. Yeah, Blue Jays? Yeah, it's like they have this, it's like if they get an expansion team in Bakersfield, it'll be the Bakersfield Rabbis or something. It's, very interesting. Anyway, but everybody's been doing great. I think I've missed. Is anybody else can think of any other? I can't think of any other bird names. Blue Jays. We got Ravens. We got Ravens. Yeah, we got Blue Jays. We got Ravens. You guys are doing great in this category. Okay, Blackhawks. Yeah, actually, Blackhawks and Hawks. Seahawks, Blackhawks were probably named after the Chief Blackhawk, but Blackhawks are, yeah, you're right. Yeah, we said Eagles? Okay, we did great with the birds category. Let's try the next one. The lions, this is from the book of Psalms. The lions roar for their prey and seek their food from God. Yeah, the Bengals are actually tigers. Detroit Lions, that is definitely one. Might be the only one. Let's see, is it the only one? Might be the only Lions that I can think of. That's Detroit Tigers, but no, that's yeah. I tried really hard. There are no tigers in the Bible. There are leopards and lions, but no tigers. Which one? Oh, the Ducks, Long Island Ducks. Very good. Okay, next one. This next few are from the book of Isaiah. The wolf will live with the lamb. The leopard will lie down with the goat, the calf, and the lion, and the yearling together, and a little child will lead them. I think, unless I'm mistaken, there's only one or two of those that actually have nicknames that we haven't already talked about. I would try wolf, for example, you could probably get. Minnesota Timberwolves, yes, Timberwolves. Wolverines are not actually wolves, but that was a good guess too. It's confusing. I live it that's my state animal, and I never even saw Wolverine except in the zoo. But the Timberwolves definitely, I think that's probably the only one in this category. The cow will feed with the bear. Their young will lie down together, and the lion will eat straw with the ox. Bears? No. There's one more I can think of besides bears. Cubs. I can think of another one too, actually. Think basketball. No, bulls are not. No. Cow. If you said bulls for cows, that's probably a pretty. That counts. That counts. Yes, that counts. Bulls are a form of cow. Has to ask the bulls. Okay. Okay. Think Memphis. I'll help you. Grizzlies, right? The Memphis Grizzlies. Okay, let's see if I got any more in this one. Yeah, here's one more. All right. The infant will play near the cobra's den, and the young child will put its hand into the viper's nest. Yeah, Barbara should get this one, I think. Diamondbacks, yes. Arizona Diamondbacks. Very good. And I think, let's see, this is probably the, here's another one, actually. I got two more. This is from the book of Psalms. For the choir director, a maskil of the sons of Korach. As the deer pants for the water brooks, so my soul pants for you, O God. The Bucks, right. Milwaukee Bucks, those are deer. And maybe the last one, let's see. I'm going to ask you this question. I couldn't think of any. There's no horses, right? Oh, colts. Okay, so that's good. Colts. Perfect. Yes. Sorry. Do you think? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Yes. From the book of Job. Do you hear the horse? Do you give the horse its might? Do you clothe his neck with a mane? Broncos and colts. Very good. You guys are better than me. That's fantastic. All right. Last verse, and a very appropriate one for this weekend. Then Abraham raised his eyes and looked. This is from Genesis. Yes. And behold, behind him a ram caught in the thicket by its horns. And, yeah. Yeah, right. So clearly, since there are rams in the Bible and there are no tigers in the Bible, we already know who's going to win the Super Bowl, right? Okay. You've all done a wonderful job on our sports-themed. Right. Yes. But I said, although that unfortunately there are no tigers in the Bible. I don't think they ever got that far east or south. So there are actually no tigers. There are elephants in the Bible, but there are no elephant nicknames that I could think of. No teams are named after camels either that I can think of. So yeah. Yeah. No whales they could be there, but that's in literature. But yeah. Anyway, I could go on and on, which I'm doing already. But I think we should continue instead with our February birthdays. So most of my regular February birthday buddies are missing tonight. I'm missing Yoni, I'm missing Ellie, I'm missing Matt, I'm missing Molly. Any February birthdays? Come on up. Well, yeah, I'm already here. Any other February birthdays? Okay. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to me. Okay. Yeah. I will tell you, because I mean, look, if you've been following this long every year, you could probably count how old I am at this point. My birthday is February 18th, next Friday. I am turning 62, which is completely mind-boggling to me. Somewhere inside here, I'm still like 15, but turning 62. And my birthday wish really, actually, I think is everybody's wish right now, would be for a swift return to, or swift move to post-COVID life. Yes. All right. I think there's, I'm not, I'll settle for post-COVID at this point. I mean, I want to be beyond COVID. Whatever that's going to mean. If I have to get a shot every 6 months, give it to me. Just get me out of this, and I think that we're all feeling like that right now. So hopefully we just can hope and pray that sooner than later this will be our reality. But that's my birthday wish for this year. We're going to continue now? Oh, I'm sorry. Just out of sheer curiosity, anybody have a February anniversary? Not a people that are looking for a discount on the hall. I mean, but yeah, clearly, yeah, not too many people. That's why I was, I put it out there, Marilyn, but I wasn't expecting anybody. There you go. Yeah, right. Okay, so let's go now to the concluding part of our service. Beginning with Elenu, I think we probably have some people who were volunteered to lead Elenu, don't we?
We'll call Andrew and Scott.
Andrew and Scott. Elenu. Elenu's on page 25, if you're able to. Please rise.
Let's take Gedula Liotzer Bereshit Shelo Asanu Kigare Haratzon Velo Samanu Kimishpehot Adama Shelo Sam Helkenu Gahem Vigoralenu Kehol Amonam Ve'anachnu Korim Unishtachavim Olim B'fnei Melech Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Chaya Adonai Lemelech al kol haaretz Bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad Ushemo echad.
If you are a mourner, if you're observing a yard site, if you'd like to say Kaddish along with me, feel free to please remain standing. You'll find Kaddish on page 28. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah be'alma divra chirutei ve'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael bagala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'olam Ulomei Almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpoar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yitale V'yitalal Shemei Dekudasha Brechu La'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiran B'yoma V'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'imromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank some very important people. First of all, I want to thank Ronnie Diener and Gail Chris, who are the heart and soul of our Family Education Committee, along with, of course, Steve Gutman. So thank you, Steve, and thank you, Marty and Marilyn, for always being here and being so supportive of this program as well. Thanks to our greeter, Carly Bank. Thanks to all those people who led our service this evening: Ethan Risch, Scott Eckstein, Andrew Gutman, Melissa Fogel. Did I miss anybody? Don't think so. And Cantor Merrick. Also, thank you, Cantor Merrick. I said Ethan.
And we're also missing one more person,
Yeah.
the rabbi.
Yeah. Right. As we'll go over our list of names again: Ethan Risch, Andrew Gutman, Scott Eckstein, Melissa Fogel. Right. And they did a great job tonight. You guys were really fantastic. And Cantor Merrick wasn't too bad either. So, really appreciate it. It brings so much spark and life to our service, and we're so happy to have you. Just a couple other things coming up. Tomorrow morning, we're back at PJC after a long absence due to COVID and weather delays. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. We're also here on Facebook Live as well. Tomorrow night, Facebook Live, only 5:30 p.m. Mariv and Havdalah. Sunday morning, Worldwide Rap, sponsored by our men's club, including our Vav class students who are learning about the mitzvah of putting on tefillin. We'll be doing that at 9 o'clock in the main sanctuary. Lots of other stuff going on at PJC. Well, please consult your PJC emails. And come back next month for our next family-friendly Friday night service. And what is the theme for next month? I'm taking this 1 month at a time, so. Purim. Wow. That's probably not very surprising, is it? So we will come up with some great stuff for Purim, and we hope that you'll join us for family-friendly and also for Purim as well. We're going to conclude our service with whatever Canon Merrick tells us we're concluding with. Adon Olam.
Yeah.
31.
Olam Hashem alach, B'Tselem Yitzir Nibra, B'Yed Nasa, B'Hefso Bo, Azai Melech, Shemo Nikra, V'Acharei, Kiblu Chakol, Levado, Yimach Nova, Vehu Haya, Vehu Hove, Vehu Riyah, Vetifara, Vehu Echad, Ve'ein Sheni, Ve'ashilo, Ve'chavira, Ve'lireishi, Ve'litachli, Ve'loha'oz, Ve'chamisra, Ve'hu Eli, Ve'chai Goali, Ve'tzor Hevli, Ve'etzara, Ve'hu Nisi, Umanosli, Ve'nagasi, Ve'yom Ekra, Ve'ado, V'afkid Rufi, Ve'edison, Ve'ahira, Ve'imruhi, Geviati, Adonai li, Ve'lo ira.
Shabbat Shalom for those people here in person. Arani, I believe, has grab-and-go bags for us. If you're joining us online, love to give those to you, but we can't. And in the meantime, I want to wish everybody once again. Did I read it? Marilyn asked me a good question. I started reading it and I stopped. So let me quickly do it. Speaking of grab and go, people who sponsor our Oneg Shabbat. Ronnie Diener, Shabbat Shalom to you all. Happy birthday to Judy Alper, another of my February birthday buddies who's not here, and Ari Alper. Rita Wien is sponsoring. Diane Miller is sponsoring in honor of all the sweethearts in the world in honor of her children. And hubby wishes all good things to all of us. Marcy Fogel, happy 17th birthday to Ellie Tucker. Love Mom, Mark, and Alyssa. Sisterhood, good Shabbos to all. And I'm supposed to read this. We wish Rabbi Khan and Yoni a very happy birthday. And again, I want to include Molly, Matt, Jessica Hauser. Who else am I missing? Ellie, who's already mentioned Ellie. All of those, all my February birthday people. We are bound together by our common birthday month. Once again, Shabbat Shalom. Thanks for being here. Look forward to seeing you again at Family Friendly next month.
Okay. It was fun. It was fun.